what do you really want in your life? When I ask this question and there is an audience sitting in front of me, I get all sorts of answers. Health, money, better relationships, a promotion, a nicer job, all sorts of answers I get. And if you think about it, what could be the common thread that could connect all these things? What could get you a better job? What could get you a nicer relationship? What could get you a healthier body? What could get you more money in the bank? What could allow you to crack your exams? What could allow you to live your life even more fully than you're living now? What are all these a function of? Your mind. Do you see, everything that you and I do is a function of our state of mind. When the mind is relaxed, calm and focused, then magic happens. And unfortunately, this does not happen together ever. Have you noticed, when you are relaxed and calm, you cannot focus. When you are very happy, there is no focus. Think about the time you just fell in love with somebody. You just looked at that person across the room and said, oh my God, this is the person for me. And then think about making a PowerPoint presentation. It's not going to happen, right? Yeah. When you are relaxed, when you are calm, when you are happy, there is no focus whatsoever. Yet if you see, when you are stressed, when there is pressure, then there is focus, work happens. What happens, what kind of studying happens in the last week before the exam, or what kind of work is accomplished in the last 3-4 days before the final launch of a product is phenomenal compared to the rest of the days. Pressure is there, stress is there, focus is there. One wealth that could truly be yours with practice and training and application is the ability to have a calm, relaxed, yet focused mind. A happy mind that can concentrate. Whether you are in the gym lifting weights, whether you are a fashion designer, whether you are a chef, whether you are a chartered accountant, whether you are an engineering student or a nurse or a doctor, a relaxed, calm mind which can focus, a happy sense of well-being which is not all over the place but which can be laser sharp when required, could just make everything so much simpler. Unfortunately, we are used to having stress to make work happen and used to saying, oh, now I'm feeling all calm and relaxed and peaceful and happy, so I don't want to do any work. I invite you to a paradigm shift. The ability to do work while being happy, calm and relaxed. There are steps that you need to learn and follow and practice, and soon, really soon, you will get that. And that technology is the technology of meditation. Now, what is meditation? You see, there are 4 states of consciousness. The first is awake, what we are right now, hopefully. And in the awake state, there is awareness, you know what's happening around you, but there is no rest. Do you notice, if you stay awake for too long, you will start feeling tired, right? So there is awareness, but there is no rest. The opposite of the awake state is, of course, the sleep state. In the sleep state, there is rest, but there is no awareness. You have no idea where you disappeared for those 7-8 hours that you slept, right? The third state is the dream state. In the dream state, there is neither rest nor awareness. The meditative state is the 4th state of consciousness, where there is rest and awareness together. It is completely different from being awake, from sleeping and from dreaming. The brain waves of a meditator are utterly different if you compare them to the same person when they are awake, sleeping or dreaming. So you've got awareness but no rest, you've got rest but no awareness. So you've got neither rest nor awareness, and in the meditative state, it is that space where you can be utterly fully aware. You know what's happening around you, yet you are completely relaxed. Awareness plus rest is meditation. There are many techniques to get into the meditative state. One of the easiest is to use your breath. When I first did the Art of Living course, way back, almost 30 years ago, I had not realized that I was 21 years old and I did not know how to breathe. I really didn't. I was breathing wrong. Now think about it. You are eating, say, 3 kilos, 4 kilos of food every day. Yes. You are drinking, or you should be drinking, at least 4-5 liters of water every day. Yes. Do you know how much you breathe? You breathe around 11,000 liters of air every day. 11,000 liters of air goes through these 2 little holes and comes out through these 2 little holes every day. On and on it goes, in and out, in and out. You don't even know you're doing it. Take a deep breath in, become aware, and breathe out. There is a fascinating journey that's happening. Do you know, in each single breath of air that you take, one breath of air, trillions of molecules of air go inside your nose. You know how much is trillions? More molecules of air go into your nose every single breath than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world put together. Every breath, you are breathing in as many molecules, more molecules than the amount of grains of sand on all the beaches of the world put together. One breath. And they go in, and there are things in our nose which filter it. There are the hair and there are mucous membranes, all sorts of crazy biology that goes on there. It even heats the air up, makes it palatable for the lungs inside. It goes inside, goes into the lungs, comes to a place in the lungs called the alveoli. Tiny little places where air goes and sits. And from there, the blood takes molecules of oxygen from that and takes it all over the body. And then that same blood goes and deposits that oxygen wherever it is required in the body and collects carbon dioxide and brings it back to the lungs, from where it comes out and you exhale. It is a miracle of engineering. Just that one breath that you are taking. Trillions and trillions and trillions of air molecules going in, bringing you life. Something that we take completely for granted. Everything that you want in your life multiplied by 1,000 on one side and breath on the other side. What will you choose? The breath. The most important aspect of ourself turns out to be the most neglected aspect of ourself. Many secrets of the breath are there. But the greatest secret of them all is that the breath is the link between the body and the mind. You remember we talked that everything that you want in your life is a function of a relaxed, calm, peaceful, happy and focused mind? Yes? The breath links the body to the mind. Have you noticed that when you have different emotions coming up in you, you breathe differently? When you are angry, you are breathing different from when you are jealous. You are breathing different from when you are happy. You are breathing different when you are feeling sad. Have you noticed how different emotions trigger different breathing patterns within you? When you have control over your breath, you control your mind. When you have control over your breath, you control your body. Because have you noticed these emotions that you are experiencing have sensations happening on your body? When you feel scared, where does the hand go? Oh, I'm feeling scared. When you want to remember something, what do? What was that? You do, your hand goes to your head. No caste, creed, religion, nobody will say, oh, what was that I want to remember? Yes or no? Nobody will say, oh, I'm feeling scared. Fear is here. Isn't it? So there are different sensations that are there on our body, which are connected to the different emotions in our mind, and the breath links them. So when you know how to use your breath, not only can you fix physical stresses that you may have accumulated over the years on your body, but you can also release the emotional garbage that may have piled up. Have you noticed how the last time you got really angry about something, really worked up about something, it was not a big deal actually. In fact, maybe you even thought, why am I getting so worked up about this? It's not so important really. And yet, the anger was there, the rage was there. It's because over time, things have built up. Somebody overtook you while you were driving. Somebody said something. Somebody, stood on your foot while you were in a train, or somebody pushed past you while you were waiting in a queue. And these little irritations all added up until one day you just exploded. It's because we don't know how to flush these negative impulses that tend to accumulate as we go through the process of living life. Wouldn't it be great if you had some technology that would allow you to release all that every day, so that you could start the next day afresh with a blank slate, literally? Wouldn't it be amazing if you could make that mind which goes all over the place? I've heard people say, oh, I've got so many thoughts, I can't even sleep. If I close my eyes, I'm bombarded with thoughts. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could at will calm that mind down and be able to relax? If you could work on whatever it is that you are working, minus the stress. On the meditation and breath workshop of the Art of Living, we use the breath and we use the technology of meditation to create an absolutely amazing version of you. If you feel you want to live your life 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x better than you are living right now, if you feel that, yeah man, I could use an upgrade. Hardware remains the same, but software can definitely be changed. If you think that yes, it's time for an upgrade. It's time that I had a say in how my mind behaves. It's time I made friends with my mind. It's time I put a little bit of attention on that aspect of me that is the most important. Then Art of Living's meditation and breath workshop is for you. We have taught millions of people the world over, millions. And they have all reported better health, better relationships, better functioning at work, better you name it. And you might wonder, how can meditation and breathing bring about such a huge improvement in people's lives? Because everything you do, remember, is a function of your mind. It's that one thing that you need to fix that will fix everything. And unfortunately, what we do is we try to fix all those everythings and don't fix that one thing that affects them all. One simple yet profound, powerful and potent technique, the Sudarshan Kriya, to bring about that change in your life that you have been dreaming about, that you have been craving, that you have been wanting. I invite you to our series of workshops. Dinesh and I have been teaching Art of Living for 25 years now, more than 25 years. And we, along with our team, teach the breath and meditation workshop almost every week of every month of every year. You will find the schedules of the courses and the ability to register for the courses on our website. I hope soon you give yourself this opportunity to upgrade and start living the life that you want to live and not the one that you have to live. All the best. I'll see you soon.